If you're spending 3 hours every day on repetitive tasks that don't grow your business, you're not alone. Most small business owners lose 15 to 20 hours per week on work that could run automatically. I'm a senior AI automation consultant, and today I'm showing you exactly what's changing in business automation and what you need to know to stay competitive. Here's what's happening in most small businesses right now. Your team manually copies data between systems. Someone reads an email, opens a spreadsheet, types in the information, then updates your CRM. That same process happens dozens of times per day. You're paying employees to do work that takes mental energy, but creates no strategic value. A customer service representative spends 40 minutes routing inquiries to the right department. An office manager spends 2 hours each week scheduling meetings. Your bookkeeper manually matches invoices to purchase orders. The cost isn't just the hourly wage, it's the opportunity cost. Those hours could go toward client relationships, product development, or strategic planning. Instead, they're disappearing into administrative tasks, and the volume keeps increasing. As your business grows, these repetitive tasks multiply. You hire more people to handle the workload, but your profit margins stay the same because you're scaling inefficiency. Business automation used to require custom software development. You needed programmers, significant budgets, and months of implementation time. That barrier kept automation out of reach for most small businesses. That's changed completely in the past 18 months. Modern automation tools can now understand context, make decisions, and handle exceptions without human programming for every scenario. The technology reads your emails, understands what customers are asking, and routes requests appropriately. It reviews invoices, catches discrepancies, and flags issues that need attention. This isn't about replacing your team. It's about removing the repetitive work so your people can focus on judgment calls, relationship building, and problem solving. The businesses adopting this technology now are creating a significant competitive advantage. They're responding to customers faster, operating with lower overhead, and scaling without proportional increases in headcount. Let me show you a concrete example from a consulting client. This company runs a specialty equipment rental business with 12 employees. They were receiving about 80 customer inquiries per day through email, web forms, and their booking system. One employee spent her entire day reading these inquiries and deciding what to do with each one. Pricing questions went to sales. Technical issues went to the operations team. Billing questions went to accounting. Booking requests went into their scheduling system. She was good at her job, but it was exhausting work. And when she was sick or on vacation, inquiries piled up and response times doubled. We implemented an automation system that reads incoming inquiries, categorizes them based on content, and routes them automatically. When a customer asks about pricing, the system sends the inquiry to sales and creates a task in their CRM. When someone reports equipment damage, it creates a maintenance ticket and notifies the operations manager. The system handles about 90% of inquiries without human intervention. The employee who used to do this work full-time now manages exceptions and focuses on complex customer issues that actually need human judgment. The company cut average response time from 4 hours to 12 minutes. Customer satisfaction scores increased, and they redirected a full-time salary toward business development. Here's a second example from a different industry. A professional services firm with 8 employees was processing about 200 invoices and receipts monthly. Their bookkeeper spent 6 hours every week entering data from these documents into their accounting system. She'd receive an invoice by email, download the PDF, open their accounting software, manually type in the vendor name, invoice number, date, line items, and total. Then she'd attach the PDF to the transaction and move to the next one. The process was time-consuming and created frequent errors. A transposed digit here, a wrong category there. These mistakes required additional time to identify and correct during month-end reconciliation. We set up automation that monitors their invoice email inbox extracts all relevant data from incoming documents, and creates draft transactions in their accounting system. The system reads PDFs, understands table structures, and captures line item details automatically. The bookkeeper now reviews draft transactions instead of creating them from scratch. She verifies accuracy, approves entries, and focuses on financial analysis instead of data entry. Processing time dropped from 6 hours per week to 90 minutes. Error rates fell by 70% because the system reads documents consistently, and the firm reduced their monthly bookkeeping costs by $400 while improving accuracy. These examples represent a larger pattern I'm seeing across industries. Businesses implementing targeted automation are recovering 20 to 30 hours per week in productive capacity. That's the equivalent of adding a half-time employee without increasing payroll. They are reducing operational costs by 15 to 25% in specific departments. Customer service teams handle more inquiries with the same headcount. Administrative staff process more transactions in less time. Error rates drop significantly because automated systems work consistently. They don't get tired, distracted, or overwhelmed. When you remove human data entry, you remove transcription errors, missteps, and formatting inconsistencies. Response times improve dramatically. Automated systems work continuously without breaks, weekends, or time off. Customers get faster answers. Vendors get paid on time. Internal requests get processed immediately. But the most important result isn't about efficiency metrics. It's about focus. When you remove repetitive work from your team's workload, they can apply their skills to activities that actually grow your business. Client relationships deepen, product quality improves, strategic initiatives move forward instead of getting postponed indefinitely. Business automation has reached a tipping point. The technology that was available only to large enterprises 18 months ago is now accessible to businesses of any size. The companies moving quickly on this are building operational advantages that will be difficult for competitors to match. Lower costs, faster response times, and better resource allocation create compounding benefits over time. You don't need to automate everything at once. Start with one repetitive process that consumes significant time: customer inquiry routing, invoice processing, meeting scheduling, data entry between systems. Implement automation for that single process, measure the results, and expand from there. The future of business automation isn't coming. It's already here. The question is whether you'll adopt it proactively or reactively. If you found this useful, consider subscribing. I share practical automation strategies for small business owners every week. No hype, no theory, just concrete approaches you can implement. Thanks for watching.